I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree.
Welcome guys to another episode of the Tropical Gangsters podcast. In this podcast we're going to be talking about on how to create and how to have a full and profitable leads pipeline in your business. So we have Fabian, David, all the Tropical G's, Sebastian in the house. We are all have been in different position on generating leads for different business models. So I know that we all have some really nice golden nuggets and principles and ideas that can be super useful for your business. So stay tuned, guys. Take notes.
Take notes. Take out your notebooks.
Welcome back, Gigi.
I was retired.
We recover, man.
Yeah.
He was recovering.
Yeah, I hit positive, so no.
All right. Who wants to get started? Who wants to get started? Let's go with you, Fabian.
Well,
Leads.
Leads. So of course, guys, that's number one thing that you should be focusing on. If like Grant Cardone say, you always need to have a full pipeline.
Yes, what is the secret? So what is your secret sales strategy? You gotta have a full pipeline. That's
Full pipeline.
and then the wolf was like, "But tell us the strategy. Don't you have a strategy?"
Full pipeline.
Full pipeline.
Full pipeline.
There's no strategy.
No, but let's say, like, of course, talking about the subject that we're in right now, and of course our industry. That's kind of at the end of the day, everybody needs clients. You need clients. I need clients. Anybody that owns a business needs clients, and the best way to be able to achieve it, it's through massive value, and be able to have like a really important or really efficient automated system that can allow you to place an ad and have leads or a spreadsheet or schedule calls or surveys, whatever you guys are trying to do, in order to bring people so you can of course sell them services, talk to them, and find different ways that you can add value to them in order to convert them, right?
So what is so people understand, like, what is a pipeline? Let's go with David. Like, how can we explain a pipeline to people?
Well, for me, a pipeline is just having that waiting line of people ready to buy from you or learn from you. So just people literally interested in whatever you are doing, the value you are giving, your offers, your products. So yeah, for me, it's just having this line of people just wanting to see your content, wanting to get your products or your offers. So yeah, in other words, for me, that's a pipeline.
Like when people are outside the Apple store waiting for
that's a pipeline. That's a pipeline full of leads, ready to buy some Apple
products.
products.
Yeah, I guess it's in the internet. Obviously, everything can be automated, but it can also be very, you can become like a slave as well.
Yeah.
So the key is creating that process that takes a stranger into someone that likes you and trusts you and your company,
mm-hmm.
and then ends up taking action. So that's like the outcome is to build that system where you can take the strangers into buyers, and it's not that easy. It takes time to master the process, and there's a lot of different things involved, but I think that's like the magic secret to real scalability and also freedom. Because if there's not a system, I mean, it's like you will have to spend all your day chasing people.
Yeah. And also, I mean, you can have the most profitable system, but if you don't have like a pipeline, people waiting to buy and to be part of that system, man, you will be screwed around. So how I notice this is for example, network marketing companies. A lot of one of the main hooks that people do is that they are going around with people, but if they focus more on on making people chasing them and not backwards, I mean, they already have the system. They are looking all the way for that, for their pipeline of leads. But what if they create a system so all the people that are interested in that business model go out and reach out to them, hey, I want to be part of your business,
mm-hmm.
or hey, I want to be part of your product, I want to get your product, or I want to be part of your mentorship, or I'm interested in what you are teaching. So literally that's for me one of the best ways to see it on why it's very, very important to have it.
Yeah, and also something that I learned in an event, it was in Atlanta. I think it was Ezra Firestone that said it. He said that you should never turn off your ads under any circumstance. You should you should turn off campaigns, but there should always be ads running.
Yeah,
because
something running.
Yeah, something running. Like it can be literally like if you have no idea on what to run, just run a value video and that's it. Because the moment you stop advertising is the moment that you start getting new people into that automated process. And sometimes even there doesn't even have to be a call to action. Like it's better to just have ads running to a video that provides value than have nothing running at all, because it's like that. Yeah, like just getting that exposure. And getting the machine running, it's like that's really the key. Getting the machine running, it doesn't matter the budget.
Yeah, something that I noticed from the clients, from the calls that we get from the clients. Sometimes they say like, yeah, I've been following Sebastian for over 2 years now, and I said like, took them 2 years to make the decision to get on a call. Really, it's not. That's why it's very important to have like different ways of or different like types of content. Because you might say like, I wanna create like one campaign just to generate the lead, but also you need other campaigns so people start like connecting the dots on who you are, who your brand is, like what type of value can you provide. So yeah, that's what I feel that is one of the most important topics, because it's not only about having a lead magnet, it's what's happening all around that lead magnet.
Yeah, and for me, like the time it takes for someone to really trust a person, it varies a lot. So for me, it can take me like 2 weeks to trust you, but for a year, it can take like 1 year, 2 years, or even 10 years, you know? So for me, that's why it is super important what you just said, like always have something running, because you never know like how much time it's going to take to that person to really trust you, you know? So you can be literally like one campaign away or one ad away from, okay, yeah, I really trust this guy. So
you don't know if you have a campaign today and you're gonna post it today, you don't know if your 10K buyer is gonna, he was gonna watch your your million buyer was gonna watch your content on the next day, but you shot the campaign on.
Actually, so for instance, let's say that David is selling a graphic design service, right? And you're running a campaign, and you see the first 7 days and 0 clients. So you spent, I don't know, $200, 0 clients. But then month number 2, one of the leads decided to go for it. And so in the short term, your results were horrible. Your profit and loss is like, hey man, you lost a lot of money. But if you make the profit and loss on a monthly basis, you see the numbers on a monthly basis, you're actually profitable. And it's obvious, like, who would buy the first time? I've never bought anything the first time I see an ad from Australia. Nobody. So why would other people think differently?
And that's why I think it's super important to always have like a full pipeline of leads, because like I was telling you guys, like it really varies a lot. So when you have like this full pipeline of leads, so this person takes like 2 months to trust you, then this 1 year or whatever, you will find eventually a balance between all the people, and you will just keep like getting leads every day, because okay, this person saw the ad or whatever, the content like 1 year ago, then this one 1 month ago, this one a couple of days ago, and they are start to trusting you. So
yeah, that's the the reason why planning and brainstorming before even going live, and brainstorming and having a strategy, it's basically what's going to allow you to be different. Because if you guys and we've all been there, like each month there's a guy that has a new course, or there's a new guy that it's the new guru, or there's a guy that it's doing X strategy. At the end of the day, the only way for you to keep converting clients every single day, it's by being unique, having a unique value proposition, and telling always a story. Everybody will remember a story. So at least for me, it's kind of, how can you be different in such a marketplace that everybody's doing the exact same thing? Oh yeah, I did $2,000 on a day, and now I'm gonna be creating a course, with all due respect, but like if you're doing the same thing that everybody else is doing, like how are you gonna get clients? Because you're gonna be competing against everyone, and the easiest way to make money, it's doing the complete opposite of what everybody else is doing, because if not, you're gonna be part of the rest.
Yeah, there needs to be something different. Like that's what I realized. That's really the key. Like for instance, you can take, let's say that David has a really great funnel, right? And I model it. I do my best to improve it, to make it work, but it doesn't work as well as for David. And maybe that is because David has this really unique way of talking. People follow him because maybe let's see, they resonate with his story. You dropped out of college and this and that, so you got like all the dropouts following you, but I don't. So David's unique value proposition is his story, and mine could be my own story. So it doesn't have to be anything super like I was in the street and now I'm a millionaire. It could be something like,
I mean, some people are gonna connect with you, some people are gonna connect with Fabian, with me or David, or all at the same time. But I was hearing one podcast about one speaker, and he said like, you know what, I decided to become a motivational speaker when I said like, he had like one objection. He said like, I can be like Tony Robbins, but then he said like, you know what, I can reach the people that Tony Robbins can reach, because that's my unique value, that's my unique way of reaching people. He was more like a, like for black people, black college people. So he said like, you know what, I'm gonna reach this person, and he's crushing it like in that niche. So it's the same as what you were saying. It's like having like your one thing, but all the things around you are the ones that are gonna give you like the competitive advantage. Can be your way of speaking, can be your way of looking, can be your graphic skills, can be anything.
the story as well.
the story. And at the end of the day, it's just being yourself and being real.
Guys, quick pause. If you're finding this episode valuable, be sure to go to tropicalgangsterscall.com to schedule a call with us to see how we can help you out. Tell us what you're struggling with, what you want to achieve, and we'll create a personalized game plan for you. So go to tropicalgangsterscall.com and hope you keep enjoying the episode.
Like if you're trying to mimic or copy anyone, it's just gonna tell. Like it's gonna backfire, and everyone's then gonna start telling you, oh yeah, you kind of look like this guy, you resemble me this, or
It's like like these guys also said this, and then people think you're copying them or think.
Yeah.
It's actually like the other thing that we are speaking about the other day, that one of our unique value proposition to get clients is the fact that we live in Costa Rica. So for instance, for us, going to the beach and just hanging out for us is normal. It's nothing. It's like it's cool, but obviously we enjoy going to the beach. But it's normal, c'est normal, right? But dude, like for a guy that's in let's say
Europe,
London, man,
Canada,
they go to Costa Rica and what the hell? I'm Jurassic Park, right? So it's like it's so powerful.
That catches the attention.
And
it's
also
different.
and people that see that, they're like, these are just random guys, they're not from New York or some like a first world country, and maybe I can do it as well with their
they are not like from Hollywood or something like that.
No.
they're normal people.
Instead of riding Lambos, we're riding waves, baby.
Exactly. So but it doesn't have to be, I guess we're talking a lot about personal branding, which I believe everyone should have a personal brand, but this applies to anything, because if you have maybe a physical products business, then the store can have a really unique story. And the products have the product, like for instance, I think Pura Vida Bracelets does this. They have a bracelet, but they put a name to the bracelet, like the Blue Waves bracelet. Dolphin.
They have the product, and what they do is they have the product and they put a cost around each product. So for example, the pandemic collection, so they make just
Corona collection.
The Corona collection, or the X something collection. So that's why they always have a lot of people interested in their brand, because they have like so unique ways to promote something as simple as like a string bracelet. It's just how they position it.
It's just finding something that you can leverage to make yourself unique from the other ones, from your competitors, or like whatever other thing.
And what do you guys feel that is like, let's say that I now understood that I need to have a pipeline, and why it's important. What would you say, like what principles would you use to make decisions to start your own lead magnet? Like for those of you that doesn't have an idea on what is a lead magnet, basically it's a way to have it's a way to give value, so people can give you your information, so they become your leads. So it's up to you. It's like a first date. It's up to you what happens next. But it's like the best way to get the first date, like the first date in the internet. Like you get to know your lead, and it's up to you. And what you do there. What would you feel that are like the the principles to create that lead magnet?
Massive value.
A massive value lead magnet.
For me, I mean, you really first need to define what you are really good at, because if you are not good at that, you cannot really give a lot of value, So just defining what you really like, what you are good at, and then just start providing massive value with your knowledge or your skills.
And also something to add there is it's the same as we were talking. I mean, you can have massive value. I know that a lot of people have massive value, but it depends on how you position it. It depends on what you put around your way of of communicating that massive value that is gonna make people giving you the information. Because you might say hey, this is super powerful, but if I say to you hey, fill this form to find out what type of dog you really are in your spirit, something like that. People will say like, what? But that's like a curious way to find out, you know, like what is your massive value proposition.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's for me, it's like the process to generate leads is actually quite simple. I mean, it's not easy, but it's simple. So it's just like, okay, find an audience that is looking for a specific thing or solve a specific problem. Then the lead magnet is is the value that you will give them in exchange for their email. So it needs to be, the value needs to solve that problem in a big way for free. And that lead magnet could be an ebook, a training,
PDF, video.
it can be anything that
even
solves
a spreadsheet that can solve a
Yeah.
problem. Like for example, if you're having accounting issues, like that can be solved with a spreadsheet with all the formulas, and you just enter everything, and boom, now you have accounting.
or a call, a free call to
Yeah.
blah blah blah.
And also maybe you say like, I have a lot of things. Maybe you can use some things that you already have. So for example, let's say that we are going to make I don't know, like a lead magnet from the tropical G's, and we don't want to like put time on it. We say like, you know what, we're gonna take leverage from what we have. So something that we can do is like, I don't know, the 10 best lessons of the tropical G's. Get them here and give us your email. We will send you to like to a collection of audios or videos, and you will get them. And it's like a way to use something that you already have.
Yeah, definitely.
I really think that the most important thing it's besides the lead magnet, it's the offer itself, because the reason why you're giving out a lead magnet is because you want to sell something.
Yeah.
So that's kind of step 2, and definitely you just have to make such an irresistible offer that whoever sees it feels like a dumbass for not getting it. And that's the feeling that you're trying to look for. So that for me, it's like so important, or both of them are really important, but the flow is what really has to be like frictionless, because you're getting value, and then you're getting an offer that it's even better than the lead magnet. So that's kind of I had like an example that it's a old guy that I met, that he was selling insurance to companies, and when someone asked for a quote, he always increased it like 15 to 20% when he talked about it and when he pitched it. So when the client requested the formal quote, he sent a cheaper version. Why? Because when the customer is going to see it, wow, I was expecting $500, but no, it's $300. They're going to get it immediately. They're not going to think of it twice. So those are ways, really slick ways that you can do marketing, you can do sales, you can do business, and those are the things that you really need to sit down and craft. It's not that I'm just going to open my computer and launch whatever crazy idea I have, because everything has to make sense.
Yeah, and also the lead magnet has to be good, but the way of presenting has to be even better.
Yeah.
Because let's say maybe you wrote a great PDF, it's 30 pages, and you could easily charge $300. But then you say, hey, get my free PDF, enter your email. No one, I think it's such a weak lead magnet these days, because everyone started using the free PDF lead magnet for years, at least like 10 years. And now you say, hey, free PDF is going to show you this. It's not too sexy. I mean, you have to
Something different.
Come up with creative ideas.
You can use a PDF, but maybe you can create a video of yourself reading and explaining that PDF. And it's the same principle.
Yeah, but not only say, here's my free PDF. You have to make it like what I like to think is, how can people think that I'm really idiot for giving this for free? And if you can make people think that, then it's great. Like the lead magnet that we're using right now, literally I've had several comments of people say like, why are you giving so much value for free, or
that's gold,
all sorts of variations. Literally I have them right here.
Are you retired that you are giving everything for free?
And I'm like, yes.
That's the key indicator that is like a good lead magnet,
Yeah, for sure.
Something that I heard yesterday is like, you can have like all the actions that you want, but the marketplace will always, you can have the best intention, but the marketplace is raw, and it's gonna show you if you're doing it right or if you're doing it wrong. So
all right, guys, I guess that's pretty much it. We gave you the whole blueprint to generate leads consistently. Literally, that is what you have to do, is just identifying what are the pains of your audience, creating a highly valuable lead magnet to solve those pains, position it in a sexy way, and give massive value for free, and then a call to action of, hey, if you enjoy this, here's the full thing
of your offer related to the
lead magnet.
Yeah,
Simple
and
process.
don't pause the ads. Give enough time for the leads to start trusting you, and it can take a week, a month, 6 months, or a year.
Yeah.
So you have to understand that process and be a little bit patient.
Yeah. I think that the easiest way to do it is just being unique. So if you're going to be unique, it's easier for you guys to convert. If you're going to rent a Lambo and do what everybody is doing, it's going to be more difficult, guys.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate you. And if you want to learn more, go to tropicalgangsterscall.com right there. And hope you found this episode valuable. And we'll see you in the next one.
Boom. See you guys.
Strong like a tree.
All right, guys. If you found this episode valuable, be sure to go to tropicalgangsterscall.com to schedule a call with the Tropical Gangsters and see how we can help you out. Tell us which business model you're in, what you're struggling with, and we'll see how we can help you out with a personalized game plan for your business. tropicalgangsterscall.com. Hope to talk to you soon. Peace.
Peace. Boom.